What's up? Turn this music down just a little bit to make sure folks can hear me good. That shit bumping. Oh man, guys. I had to say something about this. In the video I put up a little while ago about not apologizing, I got attacked by some douchebag. I don't even remember the name of his fake ass Rumble account. But at the end of it, he put, "I would expect this from a godless atheist." You know, it always baffled me that anytime someone declares themselves as an atheist, they always get attacked for being an atheist. But whenever atheists go against people who are believers, we don't attack what they say because they believe in God. We don't say, "Oh, this is what I expect from a Bible-thumping douchebag." We don't even factor the Bible into our arguments when we're going against these people. But they love to bring up the fact that we're atheists and we don't believe in some made-up fucking God. That's because we believe in humans. Most atheists are humanists. We know and understand that human beings are responsible for the things that go on this planet. We don't give the credit to either an evil, benevolent deity called Satan or a so-called good, benevolent entity called Jesus or God. Most atheists take ownership of their behavior and the things that they say and do because this is the only life that we have. And we have to make the best of it. When people attack me for being an atheist, it means they have no other argument. You can't counter anything else that I'm saying, so I'm an atheist. That means I'm automatically wrong. I find it pretty hilarious that I'm living a better life than most Christians, have more money and resources than most Christians, even though I'm going against supposedly the Word of God and all this and this, and I'm going to get struck by lightning and bad shit's going to happen to me because I don't believe. But nothing but good shit's happening to me. And it's super funny because the whole time that I was a believer and going to church, life was hard. I was living in poverty. Had nothing. No one. I gave all that up and just started believing in myself and believing in my own abilities as a human being, and look what happened. I don't use a scapegoat like Jesus to cover me for my crimes. When I went to prison, I didn't stand before the judge and say, "Your Honor, Jesus talked me into doing it," or "Lucifer told me to do it." I owned it and went to prison, served my time, got out like a man. Because this person also questions my manhood. Real men apologize. No, they don't. There are a lot of real men who never apologize. So this idea that real men apologize and fake men don't is horseshit. Now, but I don't want to deviate from the religious angle that this guy took. I mean, I could go all off into other shit, but just like I told people to not apologize, I'm going to make a caveat to that. Don't apologize for being an atheist. Don't apologize for not believing in their made-up bullshit. Because look at how mad and angry and hateful they become when they find out that you don't believe in their bullshit. You know, they're the ones that's supposed to be preaching all this love and acceptance, but they hate everybody. They hate everybody. That's one thing that you can take from the church. It don't matter which church it is. There is a group that they have some kind of beef with because they are the most hateful, treacherous, money-grubbing, disgusting group on planet Earth. If you want to get sodomized, go to church. If you want to have your money taken, go to church. If you want to have a congregation all up in your business telling you how to live your life, go to church. Oh, and if you want to become an atheist, read the Bible. All of it. Don't just read the juicy parts that the pastor wants you to read. No, read the whole thing. And I guarantee you at the end of it, you'll be like, what the fuck? This is the fakest, stupidest shit I've ever heard of in my life. It's so obviously man-made. But hey, I don't tell people to stop believing. Matter of fact, I tell people if they believe to believe more. And I also tell them, if you truly think that your faith and your God and all this is more powerful than, I don't know, gravity, for instance, then I want you to go up on the roof of your house, if you have one. Most of y'all live with your parents. But go up on the roof of any house, jump off, and see if your faith will hold you up. I think we all know the answer to that question, don't we? So let's just stop pretending, okay? There's nothing wrong with being an atheist. And the fact is, atheism is one of the fastest growing groups in America. You can check Google and Bing and Firefox and whatever other browser that you use. Atheists used to be like 5% of the country. Now we're like 35%. That's because more and more people are coming to the realization that church is doing nothing but holding us back. Do you know how many medical advancements, you know how many scientific advancements we could have made were it not for a bunch of old pedophiles sitting in a church telling people that goes against the word of God? It's these people are despicable, and they're so lonely and so fucking terrible at life that all they can do is try to bring down other people who have found happiness in simply just being a goddamn human. Okay? They can't stand it. They can't stand that most atheists are successful. Most atheists just living a life and they ain't wasting time on this fuckery. People like Bill Maher. People like what's his name? Christopher Hitchens. People like that who they lived their whole life. They didn't worry about this religious bullshit. They made lots of money. They became famous, all kinds of things. And God had nothing to do with any of their success. God does not come down and personally pay your fucking bills. He does not come down and personally take care of your kids. He don't come down and do nothing for you. You can get on your knees and pray for 1 billion fucking years and nothing that you pray for will ever happen. How many times have people got out on their knees and said, "Dear Lord, I can't pay my rent. Please." And they ass end up getting evicted. You know what atheists believe? Instead of waiting on God to pay your rent, you get up off your ass and go pay it yourself. It's just that simple. You need to read some of the quotes that's on my background here. Like John Buchanan here. What does he say? An atheist is a man who has no invisible means of support. That means that we don't have some invisible dude fixing shit for us. I'm sorry, I said Buchanan, but it's Buchanan. My bad, I read it wrong. That's the whole point of America, by the way. The founding fathers set this thing up in a way to where people had a right to believe in whatever God they want or no God at all. And I'm sick and fucking tired of Christians and other Muslims and Buddhists and all these other religious douchebags coming along trying to tell people like me, you're not allowed to be atheists, you're not. And then when we make our own choices in life, they threaten us. You're gonna burn in hell for all eternity. You're gonna burn in the afterlife. Your soul's gonna live with Satan and he's gonna poke you with a pitchfork. Well, you know what? You got fucking pedophile old ass men in the church using their pitchforks right now on little boys. I don't see y'all saying nothing to them. You got people like T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and Kenneth Copeland taking people's life savings, pretending that they can heal them by touching a TV screen. I don't see you saying shit to them. But somebody like me who minds his own business, pays his taxes, raises a family, does what I'm supposed to do, I'm a bad person because I don't believe in your particular God. And I don't believe in the other 140-something thousand other man-made gods. Fuck each and every last one of y'all. And as far as y'all religion, enjoy it. Curl it up in a ball and shove it up your ass. I don't care. I've never ever tried to stop people from believing in what they believe. But it's always going the other direction. Christians always believe they have a right to shit on atheists and tell us that we're bad people. And most atheists are good people who mind their own business and help other people. Did you guys know that some of the biggest charities in the world are charities that are run by agnostic and atheist people? And they don't force people to listen to the word of God for money like a lot of Christian organizations do. If you want our donations, you got to listen to us preach about the Lord for 10 hours. Atheist organizations don't do that shit. They don't force you to convert to their religion for financial aid or for survival aid. No, that's only on their side. You know? They can't convince people to join that shit, so they force them. They go to areas where people can barely read, and they push that bullshit on them. I got a right to say I don't give two flying fucks about your religion. I don't sit up all day disrespecting Christians and Muslims and Jews. But at the same time, show me my motherfucking respect. Quit coming at me with your books. Because the truth of the matter is, you motherfuckers don't even believe the shit. You think you're going to get some kind of special reward in heaven by forcing that shit on people. That's the only reason you're doing it. You ain't doing it because you truly believe. You think that by pushing this crap, you're going to go to heaven. That's all it is. So fuck y'all. Fuck whatever you believe. Who gives a shit? Just quit coming at me about being an atheist because there's nothing wrong with it. Actually, there's a lot right with it. And fuck y'all.